everyone. I thought I'd do a little bit of another video about my progress with reading Throne of Glass. It's been a journey, guys. It has been a journey. Right, so just going back in case anybody who doesn't know me or doesn't follow me and you're new here, I started reading ACOTAR, I can't remember if it was last year or the beginning of this year, to be honest. It's it might have even been the beginning of this year. I picked up a throne, what is it? A Throne of Roses, something like that. The first ACOTAR book. I can't tell you. A Court of Thorn and Roses. We got there in the end. I picked that up. Yeah, and it just introduced me to the massive Sarah J. Maas universe. You know what I mean? It was huge, isn't it? So I picked that up and I enjoyed ACOTAR. I definitely preferred the last book. And I think, to be honest, it's because I enjoy reading books in third person. I struggle sometimes to read books when they're in first person. And I think that's why I really liked the last one, because it was dual POV and it was also third person. So I think that's why I liked it. And also by that book, I already knew the world. I kind of struggled a little bit with the Maas world. Do you know what I mean? It's huge. And that's why as well, I do listen to the books. I struggle if I can't read a word, so the names or something, it really bothers me. So obviously she obviously makes up all the names and the places and the whole world. And I really struggle if I don't know how to pronounce it. I just, some reason, I cannot get into the book. I just keep reading like blah, 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 blah over a word that I don't know. So I think listening to it has helped me because I've been able to just go get lost in the world sort of thing. So I finished those, and obviously, like everybody else, I am waiting for the next book. People are going to hate me, but I want Elaine and Asriel. I do. I'm sorry. I do. I just can't help me. Everyone's like, it's too predictable. 3 brothers and 3 sisters. No. Don't like. Tie up in a bow. Love it. Anyway, that's not why I'm on here. From ACOTAR, I read, I went on to Throne of Glass because I was a bit stuck. I didn't know whether to go for ACOTAR, Throne of Glass or Crescent City. Now, with Crescent City, another thing that I liked about Throne of Glass is it's a finished series. It's 8 books, but it's finished. It's all done. So I thought I'll go with that one first, and then maybe by the time I finish it, there might be another ACOTAR. No, there's not. So I'm obviously going to finish it and then go on to Crescent City from there. So I started Throne of Glass. I think it was earlier this year, to be honest. And oh my God, it's so good. It is so good. I'm like jealous I didn't write it because she's just a genius. Like, she's just a genius. I don't know how she did it. Do you know what I mean? It's crazy. I loved the first ones. I didn't think I was going to like it as much because though there is some romantic elements, it's not the main story. There's a little bit about it and you get little bits, but it isn't really the main story. I know it is a little bit, but not really. Oh, hang on. Sorry about that. A parcel arrived and obviously it's come while I'm trying to do my video. Christmas shopping. Anyway, so I was saying, I didn't think I was going to enjoy it because though there is romantic elements, it's definitely the first bit. It's not loads of it. There's only like a little bit of romantic elements to it. And I'm a romantic person at heart. I like romance. I am someone that prefers there just to be romantic bits and story. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, I really, really enjoyed it. I read it in the romantic order. So I read Assassin's Blade 4th, I think. It was after Airfire I read it. It just broke me, man. that was really hard to read. And I think as well, I was going to do an update about it, but then I had a lot of stuff going on in my personal life when I was reading that, and it just shattered me. I just don't think I'll ever recover from it. And then I moved on, and the story moved on, and then it got to Empire of Storm and Tower of Dawn, and I remember like looking up at things, and everyone was saying you should tandem read it. I was like, that's effort, man. That is effort. But I did tandem read it, and I'm so glad I did, because it just made like the whole thing, like it linked it all in. I couldn't imagine reading Empire of Storms and then Tower of Dawn, or vice versa. It doesn't really matter which way you read them, because they're all the same sort of storyline. Like I couldn't imagine like reading Empire Storm and not knowing what's going on with Chaol and Nezrin, or vice versa, reading Chaol and Nezrin and be like, where's Elena? Elena. Oh my god, wrong one. Where's all that, like all Rowan and all that? And I thought I did it, and I thought it was going to be effort, but it wasn't. It was amazing. It was so good. And now I'm on Kingdom Vash, and I don't want it to end. I really don't want it to end. I follow someone on my Instagram, and he was like, if you're about to start this series, like, take your time and enjoy it. And I was like, it's so dramatic, man. It's just a book. It's just a series. It was so good. Yeah, and I'm only on chapter, I think, 13 of Kingdom Ash. And I already don't want it to end. And I have like 100 or something more chapters to go. Do you know what I mean? I have a lot of the book to go. And I don't want it to end. I really don't want this whole journey to end. Though I do have Crescent City after this. Only thing is, can anyone tell me, is it modern? Like, is it set in the modern times? Because any kind of fan art or any kind of like AI videos I've seen pop up on my like Facebook and all that, it's like looks very modern. And I'm not sure I'm ready for modern. And I'm pretty sure Cassian and Nesta come into it at some point. Like, I don't know when or where or what, doing what, because that's how they're all linked. I think that's how they're linked to ACOTAR. I don't know how I feel about it if it's modern. I'll get into it. Again, I'm going to listen to it, because I think building the world is the hardest bit. Because she obviously does a very, 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 very thorough job at it. She doesn't do it by half. She makes this whole universe, the Sarah Maas universe, whatever we want to call it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it will be epic, and I know it will be epic. I just don't want Throne of Glass to end. Like, I'm nearly finished, and I'm already thinking I might reread it. Like, I think I might be obsessed. Well, so that's a little bit of an update on my Throne of Glass journey, if anybody wanted to read it, wanted to know what's going on. It is really, really good. Basically, I've got no criticism. She just repeat the odd bit that, like, if you wrote 8 books, you're going to repeat the same phrases. Like, there's only so many times you can say certain ways. There's just no other way. If you write 8 books, all, I'm assuming, about 300 to 400 pages long, you are going to repeat yourself. There's just no way you're not going to do that. But yeah, see, she's a genius, and I really just don't want it to end. Basically, is my summary. Right. See you later, guys.